Hi there, and welcome to the Transcend and Succeed show. I'm your host, Dawn Livingstone, and I am thrilled to be here with my special guest, Julie Scott, to announce an exciting new joint venture called Quantum Awakening that we both feel has the potential to help change the world. So welcome back to the show, Julie. It's lovely to see you.
Thank you for having me back again. I'm happy to be here.
You're so welcome. Now, I had Julie on my show in season 3, episode 6, and we had such a good conversation, and we'll go into that a bit more. But first, Julie, tell us a little about what it is that you do.
I am an immersive meditation life coach. And what that is a combination of hypnotherapy and meditation. And I help my clients shift subconscious beliefs and make changes effortlessly in their life. So that's what I do. That's me.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't talk a lot about what I do and how
you
I work with people on my show. I don't. I'm too busy talking to lovely people like yourselves. And I honestly, I'm going to aim to change that soon, because I do need to tell people need to know who I am as well. But the viewers don't know much, because I don't talk about myself really, but I help people to transcend trauma and pain and suffering, kind of addictions, and dissolve blocked emotions so that they can start to live a better life. So you and I are both on the same wavelength there. So together we decided to team up to combine our expertise and our shared passion for healing and personal transformation. So firstly, let's talk a little bit about how we met. And I know we met on the show, so tell us a little bit how you felt it went.
Well, first of all, I've been on a lot of podcasts, and, you meet people and they're nice and whatever. But with you, it was a little bit different. I felt like a deeper connection with you. I felt like we really were kindred spirits, sisters from another mister or something. And it was just, and we both had this passion for wanting to do more than what we could do just individually. And we looked to really create something that could have a global reach, because we both share the desire to want to change the world. I mean, the world just seems to most people like a scary place that's going down the tubes, and everyone's always thinking, oh, it was so much better in the past, right? But I know that from where I'm sitting and from where you're sitting too, it's like we both see a different world in a lot of ways. We see the potential of what it could be. We both understand the power of belief, but really what we need to do is we need to get people to change the way they look at things by changing what they think about themselves and their bodies and what's possible.
How they perceive things, right?
How they perceive things, because this is those goggles, those belief goggles, right? And we both want to teach people how to see things differently, because when you see things differently, the things you're looking at change as well. Right. And so, so that was my feeling when we first met. I was like, wow. And again, we shared so many things that we were passionate about. And then as the conversation went, you reached out to me and you kind of was like, well, are we going to do this or what?
I was goosebumps the entire conversation. The questions, and it wasn't very long till I discovered that we were truly on the same wavelength and had the same intentions, because I don't know, just the goosebumps all the way through. Every time I asked you a question, thinking this is a smart question, let's see if she can answer this one. This one's going to be really great. And off it came. And you were answering my question with the words that I had in my head.
Ooh.
So you were very much along my way of thinking. And I just, had a really good buzzy feeling the whole way through. And we decided after it, didn't we? After we were done, we sat and talked for a little while, and we decided that we would love to work with each other if, an opportunity arose. And that night I had a bit of an epiphany. It came to me, because what were we discussing
that's the thing. It's like because we both read a lot of the same books, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Bruce Lipton, Greg Braden. And I had mentioned during our episode the idea that that we can actually affect a change in a collective consciousness of a town, a city, a country, or even the world. And it only takes a certain number of people. In fact, it's the square root of 1% of that population to all have a shared intention and a shared focus on something to shift the entire consciousness of people without even knowing. And I thought, to me, that is just like, wow, how powerful is that? And you were really struck by that as well. And that's really what was the impetus behind doing this.
Yeah. Well, you reminded me. I mean, I've known that for quite some years, but I hadn't really thought about it, for the last few years anyway. And that did, when you mentioned that there, I thought, oh my goodness, why did I forget about that? That is so impactful, really.
Yeah.
And then it just came to me later on that night, and I thought, well, why don't we just combine our skills and put them together, the effect of synergy and all? Why not do some kind of event? And we started off with a monthly event, and then we went to, the lunar cycles, the new moon and the full moon cycle, because of the new moon is a good time for you to, plant the seeds of the things that, your desires and the things that you want to actually create in your life. And the full moon, being around the time where that's where you let things go, things that don't serve you anymore. And we thought, well, you could facilitate your meditations around that, and I could use my energy healing around whatever it is whatever the theme is. And so we had Quantum Awakening that was fun, wasn't it?
Well, and I just love the whole process that we went through to come up with the name, to come up with, how we wanted it to feel, what we wanted it to look like. And it's just been a really fun collaboration so far. And I know it's just going to get better, but I think it's important. And this is something, because we've talked about this a few times. We did some lives on Facebook, to kind of raise awareness about quantum awakening. But I think it's important to share with your audience, and moving forward, remind me to do this. There have been so many studies done over the years, from back in the 70s, where groups of experienced meditators, healers got together with the shared focus and intention of peace and harmony and love. And they've done these studies in cities like Washington, D.C., Chicago, Detroit, where they meditated daily for, 2 weeks for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever the time frame was. And they literally lowered the crime rate in the city by 16% in most cases. I mean, that's
significant.
It is powerful. Yes. I mean, and the thing is that we, you and I know this, and, people hear this, that, oh, everything's energy. It's like, it really is all energy. And
Absolutely.
if we, and what we choose to focus our powerful energy on matters. Right? We can take time to focus on stuff we don't want, focus on things that scare us. But if we focus on what we do want, things that uplift us, energize us, make us feel love, safety, connection, all those things, it's like, that's what we'll create. And so there is a basis behind this beyond what Greg Braden's, percentages. They've done hundreds and hundreds of studies. So you can Google that. So we're
Yeah,
not crazy.
absolutely. No.
This does
Well,
work.
where your focus goes, your energy flows, right? That's what
Absolutely.
I talk. And we're trying to, get people to understand that if you take pause and you just sit back and think, okay, well, what have I just been thinking about?
Yep.
Where are my thoughts? Are they in the positive or the negative? Are they
Yeah.
helping me or are they hindering me? And once you realize that they're probably hindering you, you might take a step back and say, okay, well, we need to do a little bit of a review here and see how we can change that. And it's that power of perception, that power of knowledge, because once you see something in a different light, you can't unsee it.
True. That's very
And
true.
that's powerful awareness, definitely awareness.
Yeah. And I know we both work with clients in our businesses and we get paid for what we do, right? But I wanted to also, and I know you did too, we wanted to make this really accessible to as many people as possible. So we really kept the price of our membership low on the Quantum Awakening. And it's just $10 a month to have 2 really powerful events per month with the 2 of us. And if we were charging our rates of what we get paid with our clients, so it's over a $500 value per event.
Per event, yeah. So it's $1,000 value a month.
For $10. And that's like what, 2 pricey cups of Starbucks coffee? I mean,
I know.
To be able to feel like you're making a difference in the world. I mean, I just feel like this is a no-brainer. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, and you walk away feeling relaxed, calm, refreshed, connected, hopeful, right? And in love with life, I mean, and I know that your healings affect me. I can feel how you move things through the body, how you help us release these. I know today we're talking about overwhelm, right?
Yeah.
And God knows there's a lot of overwhelm in the world. I mean, releasing that energy.
Yeah.
I mean, how freeing is that? So
I
love Quantum Awakening. Maybe you should walk them through how the setup process, and we have an email that they get, like if they sign up for it. Because I know you're kind of handling that end of it a little bit more.
I am. Let me pop up this QR code here. We have a URL. It's quantumawakening.world.
How great is that?
I know, it's really cool. Really cool to get that. And if you go to that website, it'll tell you all about our mission, all about our intentions, where we got our inspiration. There's a little video in there explaining. But if you click on join us, you will obviously enter your credit card information for the $10 per month, and then you will automatically be sent an email confirming that you have a membership. So all you do then is just click on the link to join, you change your password, that's where you'll go and view all the replays. And yeah, it's as simple as that. It's only.
Well, I think it's important to tell them, I'm sorry to cut you off,
No,
but
you're fine.
Email, because, I have to tell my clients this too when we start communicating through email, because let's face it, we all get thousands of emails that we don't really want. But sometimes we have to whitelist the email that's coming from a source that you actually want to receive, because I know we've had a few people say that email went into spam.
Yeah, they're viewed as spam, unfortunately. So you will immediately get an email, and if it doesn't come through within 15 minutes, check your spam folder and unspam us. Yes. And then because you'll get a notification, you'll get an email every time there's the replay available, so you can go and watch it in your own time.
And how long are these available?
They are available for as long as you're a subscriber.
Yeah, right. And you can always go back and watch old episodes.
Yeah, you can go and watch. You can watch one every week or every couple of weeks if you like.
Yeah, for sure.
It's open.
Yeah. I'm really proud of what we put together, and we just jive so well.
We do, and it's been great fun. It's been something that we've both truly enjoyed, and I do feel as if my frequency is elevated when we're doing this. So I really feel that is a big sign for us being on the right path. Will we play the video? Would you like to see the promo video? I'll play that. Do you think?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, here we go.
You did such a good job with that.
I love doing that. Is my creativity. That's my creative side. I do like doing that. I really do.
Absolutely. I think it's important to mention too that we're not in this. Obviously, we're on Zoom. I live in California. You live in Texas
Mm-hmm.
currently,
Uh-huh.
and so we have been recording these for. So they're pre-recorded for the new moon and full moon, but you will
Mm-hmm.
have access to them on the dates of the new moon and the full moon.
Yeah.
We do have plans though, because we've already got several people who have signed up. We released this about not even a month ago, right? We got
No,
quite a few
about
people
3
signed up
weeks.
already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but we do have plans to do some live events. We're looking at quarterly doing that because part of this, what this is going to do is build a community of people
Community. Mm-hmm.
who want to heal the planet and
Yeah.
themselves at the same time. So we'll be doing some live events, but until we figure out all the ins and outs of where everyone's located, because it's kind of like herding cats when people are in different time zones. So we're going to have to figure that out. But we're learning as we go
We
how
are.
to
Mm-hmm.
serve our audience. But we are just so thrilled that we've put this together and sharing it with the world. That's really
Yeah, and we're trying to look at different platforms because where I am in Texas, I mean, we've just had a massive storm come through that it wasn't even in the forecast for the last few days. So that tends to give internet issues and some technical difficulties and stuff. So you were trying to find the right way of doing this so that we can do more live where possible. But at the moment, we think it's probably better just to record them for now. Anyway, just for now.
And the last thing I wanted to ask, just because I want to make it as easy for people to find that original email that comes in. It comes in from, what is the email address that it comes
The
in from?
email address is dawnlivingstonevot@gmail.com, and it will be from Dawn and Julie. It'll say it's
Okay.
from Dawn and Julie. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. So I'm excited about
So
it.
yeah, much excitement going on. Yeah, I think we're definitely looking forward to doing as many more as possible. And just want to jump back a little bit to what you said earlier.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not going to break the bank.
No,
And we decided early on that this is not about money. This
no.
is not because we've got our own private clients. That's where that comes from. We just want to effect such a change in the world. And I did some math, and not just with my calculator, obviously, because I don't do math in my head.
Who
I'm
does?
not, no, my goodness me, to work out the square root of 1% of a population. So I took 330 million people in the United States, right? Did you know that the square root of 1% of that population is less than 2,000 people?
Wow.
I know. And if you look at the entire population of the planet, because we want to create this ripple effect, don't we?
Yes.
By healing ourselves, then we can create this ripple effect to the collective consciousness of the planet. The square root of 1% of 8 billion people is just under 9,000 people. Is
Wow.
that such a huge task? It shouldn't be viewed on as a mammoth task.
No,
9,000 people,
that's
probably you and
nothing.
I combined could make half of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it really isn't that many people, and that's what
No.
gives me so much hope
Mm-hmm.
around this effort that we're doing, and it's a labor of love, and we're just enjoying ourselves. And it's one of those things that we're growing through it as we're going through it. We're growing through it,
Yes,
and
we're
and we're
learning to.
and we also just have so many wonderful plans to bring in musicians and other ways to really open you up and help you connect with your inner self, allow yourself to let go of things so that Dawn can do her healing powers on you. I mean, it's just such a beautiful
It
thing that
is.
you put together. I mean, I'm really
It is.
proud of it. Very, very
Well, let's
proud.
talk a little bit more about the structure then,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we came up with this really, really quickly, but we have had it morph just very, very slightly. We are finding that we're drawn to certain quotes, like really powerful quotes
Yeah.
that we have both been aware of over time. So what we want to do is take what we've learned and actually give it to our community. So we're talking about a specific quote per event, and that's usually relating to the theme of the event.
Yeah.
And we're also talking about certain knowledge from books. And at the moment, we're on Becoming Supernatural with Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Yeah.
We both think this man's work is absolutely incredible. And we have learned so much from that. So we want to take our experience and our knowledge and what we have learned from these books and from these passages, from these quotes, and from our experience. And we want to take that and we want to roll it into these events so that you can then see how we have evolved and the information that we have used to expand our own consciousness, our own vibration. So that's what we're aiming to do. And
yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, it's like, I don't know about you, but I have a lot of books. But I mean, the possibilities of what we can put out there are endless. And it's always, I mean, and that's really powerful too, having fresh content every time that we come to this. I mean, that's the
education, isn't it?
Education. Yeah. I mean, there's just so much and that's coming at you through this. And again, for a very, very small investment of your time and your money.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good.
And for $5 an event, we think it's very well worth it. Yeah, very worth it. There's a lot of content in there, and we are just having so much fun doing it.
Yeah, and the hour that you spend with us in Quantum Awakening is an hour that you're not on social media.
Oh yes, bargain. That's a great idea.
A separate platform.
Cut that down, yeah.
You know, and it's just for you to feed you, to heal you, because everything starts and ends with you, right?
Yeah.
With yourself, right? I mean, everything that I've got going on in my life starts and ends with me. Same with Dawn. Same with you. You know, so it's real, and you're worth it. You know, this is a worthwhile thing. It's for you and for the planet. I just love it.
Yeah, I think we want to teach people how to change themselves, you know, and understand that it is all within. You can't make changes on the outside. You've got to go deep within and do it. And we are actually going to teach you how to do that, you know, with the meditations and with the energy healing. You're going to have these blocks, these limiting beliefs and these vibrational blocks removed over a period of time. So you're going to be able to start creating better things in your life. And with Julie's help, you're going to be able to make that change effortlessly.
Yeah. So, and you know, I think it's important, especially if people who are like, oh, meditation. No. That's not me. Right. I mean, but meditation is really just relaxation. So my process is relaxation. And then you have time afterwards to contemplate. So after I do my meditation, it's always a good idea for you to pause the video so you can write down what's come to you during that time of going within. So relaxation and contemplation, everyone can do that. Everyone can relax and everyone can, can sit and do a little bit of writing afterwards. So, I mean, that's my part of it. And Dawn is even easier because, I mean, you just relax and she takes you to this place.
I'll just take over.
Well, I mean, not to mention how lovely her voice is. I talk about this all the time. She doesn't think it's that big of a deal, but I love to hear her talk. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, totally.
Like, yeah.
I'm blushing now. But thank you. Yeah, we're super excited about it. So come along and join us. Yeah, yes. Even just take a look at use the QR code, or it's quantumawakening.world.
Yes.
Come along. Please come
and
join
your friends.
us. Yeah, tell your friends. Because we want to reach as many people as possible. And we think it's very possible at only $10 a month. If you have an intention of, changing your life for the better, and at the same time helping to change the vibration of the planet, then this is a good place for you to be. It's going to be a good community for you to join.
Well, the good news is that anytime you improve yourself, anytime you are making a change in your own health, your own outlook, the way that you see the world, your happiness level, whatever you want to call it, you are affecting the world, right? So this is just attaching some intentionality to that, and it really just makes it that much more powerful. So yeah,
it's a very powerful event. My husband loves it. He absolutely loves it. Yeah.
Yeah, if they didn't sign up, there's something wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Even my husband's like that. Yeah, that was really great. And you've got to watch with Julie, by the way, because she has such a lovely, clear voice. And there's going to be, because when we're doing these events and we're recording them, I follow along with Julie and I go into this meditative state and stuff, and she's going to have to shout on me one day to bring me back because I'm almost asleep. It's so relaxing. It absolutely is.
I'm so glad. Thank you. I feel the same when you're doing yours. The last time we did our recording, because I remember being a little tired from the night before, I was staying up late, and I was like, oh, I knew I needed to speak almost immediately after you were done. So I was like, I need to stay focused. But it is so
Stay
relaxing
awake.
and soothing and wonderful to just allow yourself to receive this, this wonderful healing energy that comes from dawn. It really is powerful. It's
Yeah.
just, it's lovely. Thank you
Don't
for
you
what
just,
you do.
and you too, sweetheart, don't you just love what we do?
I do. And I mean,
I
I know you love your work. I love my work. It's like, I don't work a day because I'm energized by working with clients. I'm energized by this. I mean, it's just to give to someone to help them discover and connect to their own inner strength and power. I mean, it's there's nothing better to see somebody get set free in their own life from what
know
they
that's
thought
very true.
was, you know.
Yeah, just by change of perception and,
Yes.
to take that burden of stress and anxiety away from them, and help them to clear their head and
Yes.
dissolve the overwhelm in their life. It's just a wonderful thing to do. And I just love it when I get feedback from my clients. Even just a few days after a session, yeah, somebody came to me just a couple of weeks ago for having issues in sleeping. One
Mm,
session with her,
wow.
and the next game day, she called, sent me a message saying, I slept so much better than I
Oh,
have been doing. And that just makes me feel so great. I am on the right path, and
you
that's,
are.
that's why we're doing this, because we want to help so many other people do
Exactly.
exactly the same, live without stress. And as Julie says, live effortlessly, which I think
Yes.
is excellent. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, my sweetheart, have you got anything you want to end with?
I don't think so. I think we covered all the bases.
Covered
It's
a
just
lot, didn't we?
yeah, I mean, it's just a wonderful collaboration, and our intentions are pure and loving.
Yeah,
And if you can't
they
pick up that from us, then we're
are.
not your girls.
No,
But
that's true.
we are loving, giving people, and that's really what this is all about. So
Yes,
join us.
indeed.
Please join us.
Yes, yes. Not about the money. It's about doing the best thing for people, for humanity and helping to elevate. And let's have some more. Let's have peace and love and kindness and forgiveness in this planet.
Yes.
It would just be so wonderful to see in our lifetime, wouldn't it? And that is what we are intending to do. We will not give up, will we, Julie?
No, and I'm already seeing it. I'm looking for it. So I'm
Yes.
already seeing it.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. And we know it's going to grow, but we just want to be able to help get the word out there and let you know what we've got going. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, right? I mean, they could probably leave a message here with you if they had any questions about it.
Yeah. Or you can go to, well, you can go to the website there and you'll be able to leave a message. There's a
Okay,
contact me
perfect.
page there on the homepage. You can go and do that and send a message
Okay.
and we will definitely get back to you.
Yay.
Oh, it was great, Julie. Always love chatting to you, sweetheart.
Same.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me again. I
No
love working with
problem.
you.
And you. Yeah, so thank you to everybody that's been watching this. We hope you will share this good event that we have going.
Good
It's pure,
vibrations.
yeah, it's purely from the heart, isn't it? So
Absolutely.
please, tell your friends and have a little look up on the screen at the QR code. Have a little look and see what the events are all about, and we hope to see you there soon. So until then, thank you, Julie. Love you,
Thank you.
darling. Take
I
care.
love you too. Bye.
Bye.